It's a nice tattoos. I like that more. From the back, my sack on too. Okay, so let's go. Okay, got it.
See, these guys respect.
No one can. That goes out Don't understand that part.
More to come.
No.
Building a better Sacramento. News Radio 93.1 FM, 1530 AM, and iHeartRadio station.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, news, sports, talk, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
You listen to the Armstrong and Getty show regularly, you know my diet is horrible. That's why I've really gotten into these green drinks. Well, there's a lot of green drinks out there to give you all the nutrients you need, but most of them taste like they were sucked out of the bottom of a lawnmower. That's why we highly recommend Morning Man Green. Oh yeah, using it for a couple of months, the taste is really good. 70 ass-kicking vitamins, superfoods, probiotics, and enzymes packed into one simple scoop, like mainlining vegetables from Mother Nature herself. Makes me feel a lot better about myself when I eat bad all day long, and then I get all my nutrients from Morning Man. Simplify your shopping list. No need to force-feed yourself endless servings of vegetables or take 12 different supplements. One scoop of Morning Man greens, and you're ready to take on the day like a boss. Morning Man is a 365-day, no-questions-asked money-back guarantee, 100% risk-free. Give it a try. Go to morningman.com. Use the code AG25 to save 25% off your first order. Fuel your greatness, own the morning. Morningman.com. Use the code AG25. Morningman.com. Use the code AG25.
What's up, California? If you're like me, you work hard for your money, and you want to know how to keep it safe. The best way to do that is by doing your own research. Here are a few of my tips to help you get started, like avoid spending or investing more than you can afford to lose. Avoid sending money to someone you don't know or haven't met in person. And finally, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Protect your money by doing your research. Get started at dfci.ca.gov/consumers. Brought to you by the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me.
Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Sean Davis here, host and founder of SolarWise. One call to our solar brokerage. Get you 4 to 5 different proposals from different companies, much more efficient. Learn this and much more every Saturday at 4 p.m. on KFCK.
There's no better time to upgrade your needs than during Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Get a 3-piece bed and adjustable base for only $499.99. The lowest price ever.
News 93.1.
KFCK Sacramento, KFCK FM, all the time.
From ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. Accused of sicking police dogs and people they felt crossed a fellow officer. Various brutality and intimidation of people in Antioch, California, and other corruption. 10 current and former Antioch and Pittsburgh police officers charged with felonies by a San Francisco grand jury, arrested by the FBI. U.S. Attorney Ismail Ramsey.
Conspiracy to violate civil rights. Conspiracy to violate wire fraud. Conspiracy to distribute anabolic steroids. Wire fraud. Numerous civil rights violations. Destruction, alteration, and falsification of records in federal investigations. and obstruction of justice.
An 18-year-old is arrested in connection to the July mass shooting that left 2 people dead and 28 injured in the Baltimore neighborhood, the Brooklyn Homes. Tristan Jackson, Maui's top emergency management official, has resigned a day after he defended not activating sirens during the deadliest wildfires in modern U.S. history. Herman Adea telling reporters yesterday people are used to the sirens being tsunami warnings.
The public is trained to seek higher ground in the event that the siren is sounded. In fact, on the website of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the following guideline is provided. If you are in a low-lying area near the coastline, evacuate to high grounds.
Former President Donald Trump now says he won't be holding a press conference next week to unveil what he claims is new evidence of fraud in the 2020 election in Georgia, citing the advice of lawyers. FBI is helping investigate threats against Atlanta area grand jurors who voted to indict former President Trump in the election interference case. ABC's Jonathan Carr.
Law enforcement officials are concerned that the personal information of grand jurors is being shared online. The FBI is saying, quote, each and every potential threat brought to our attention is taken seriously. Trump today again attacked the prosecutors, calling them, quote, very sick people.
Listening to ABC News.
California's capital city, KFBK News Radio update.
From the KFBK Newsroom, I'm Joe Michael.
California Wildfire Watch. KFBK News Radio continuing coverage.
New evacuation orders now in effect for Nevada County, where a wildfire has ignited near the area of Highway 49 and Old Highway 49. Those in wildfire zones NCO E330 and 331 are now under evacuation orders, lawful orders to leave, which indicate an immediate threat to life. Meanwhile, evacuation orders and warnings are still in place for the town of Washington and the River Run Resort, where the highway fire continues to burn about 30 acres. Containment still at 5%. Other areas included in the order are Washington Overlook, Alpha Diggins, and Phelps Hill. Several current and former Northern California police officers are in custody following an FBI raid today. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of California, Ishmael Ramsey, announcing 4 separate indictments against those officers in Antioch and Pittsburgh.
They include conspiracy to violate civil rights, conspiracy to violate wire fraud, conspiracy to distribute anabolic steroids, wire fraud, numerous civil rights violations, destruction, alteration, and falsification of records in federal investigations, and obstruction of justice.
The arrests coming after an 18-month-long investigation of reported misconduct, the probe leading to the discovery of racist and homophobic text exchanges between officers. The texts also suggesting violence against homeless people and fabricating evidence. 45 of Antioch's 100 police officers were placed on leave when the investigation began. The Antioch Police Officers Association saying they're saddened and look forward to the legal process playing itself out. The city of Sacramento is barred from clearing homeless encampments until at least September 1st. KFBK's Daniel Martindale has details.
The order first issued on August 3rd would have expired today, but a federal judge extended it on Wednesday, again citing extreme heat as the reason. There are a few exceptions. The city can still enforce its ordinance that bans homeless encampments from fully blocking sidewalks, and it can clear encampments that are within 500 feet of a school. It can also remove trash from camps as long as it doesn't touch personal survival items. The initial federal order followed a lawsuit filed by the Sacramento Homeless Union. Daniel Martindale, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
The Sacramento Kings' upcoming regular season schedule released today finds the team opening on the road against the Utah Jazz on October 25th before its home opener 2 nights later against the Golden State Warriors. Our next update in 30 minutes. I'm Joe Michaels, KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Now, Sacramento traffic.
Good evening, 8:05. I'm Bob Williams in Roseville right now. We're working on an injury crash. A pickup towing a trailer and another pickup involved in an injury crash, and we've got a truck that's ended up into the retaining wall on the shoulder. Injuries are reported. This is 80 eastbound, just west of Douglas Boulevard. Traffic flow appears to be okay at this time. Lots of closures on surface streets, popping up 2 more now. Watt Avenue northbound, the westbound turn lane onto Alta Arden Expressway is going to be closed. And we earlier mentioned we have a closure of Watt Avenue. This is going to be on the southbound side, number 1 lane between Cottage and Arden closed, and also between Arden and Alta Arden, number 3 lane closed until midnight. Out on our freeways tonight, we've got some slow going on westbound 50 through the construction zone in the Midtown area. Southbound 5's got reduced lanes from south of Highway 50 to Florin Road overnight. As we head up into the foothills and the higher country to deal with our fire situation there, We do still have a closure at Washington Road, State Route 20, the highway fire. And earlier we had a closure on Highway 49. They've canceled that now. This is going to be in the Reno Raspberry area that has been lifted here within the last half hour. So once again, traffic is moving through that area. That's up in the North San Juan area. Pretty far north up on Highway 49. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. From the KFPK Traffic Center, Bob Williams, KFPK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Now, Sacramento weather. Heat advisory remains in effect through late this evening. Partly cloudy skies tonight. We'll see a nighttime low of 62 to 66. Partly sunny tomorrow. Tomorrow's high 87 to 91. Sunny skies Saturday. We'll reach a high Saturday of 96 to 100. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio. Next update in less than 30 minutes. Breaking news the second it happens on KFBK News Radio, Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather station.
Get ready to win your way to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000.
You'll be there.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, December 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Brought to you by T-Mobile. Experience more of the music you love with the record-breaking 5G network. T-Mobile customers can unlock VIP benefits at the festival all weekend long. It's better over here. See why at T-Mobile.com/SEEWHY.
No one wants rodents or pests to endanger their space. This last strain of outdoor cockroaches wants desperately to come inside your home, as do ants. John again is here for Jones Brothers Pest Control. Jones Brothers Pest has been protecting Sacramento homes for over 40 years. For a full list of their services, simply visit JonesBrosPC.com. Call today. Call at 916-852-8800 and ask for the John McGinnis special. New customers will receive $100 off when you sign up for their no hassle outdoor service. That's $100 back. I trust these guys, and so can you.
See what it is. That's so cool.
On a Thursday evening, weekend is almost here. Hoping you're in a good space, doing well, healthy, good. Thank you for spending time with us here on the Powell Show, followed by George Norrie, of course. And looking for your calls if you are up for that. That's wonderful. We do take calls on this show. We've been talking here about a variety of things. The conservative backlash is kind of what I've been talking about here. And if you'd like to weigh in on this, what you think, or any of this stuff I get you feel free to call Kendall at 916-921-1530. I'm pretty excited, by the way, about, I was just down the hallway, and we may be giving away some concert tickets here shortly. Not tonight, but in the very near future. I think you're going to be very interested. That fits my topic right now. So, hopefully we'll be doing that in the next week or so. But, 916-921-1530 if you're so inclined. You have something to say about this, want to weigh in on it. Or if you the toll-free numbers are in the Tri-County area, 800-834-1530, 1-800-834-1530. So give it to us some examples. And let me start out on just some of the, I think so many of us are just fed up with the news coverage of the wokeness, the news coverage of the divisiveness, the media who needs to really take a look at themselves and admit that there's an agenda. Seeing people like Whoopi Goldberg on The View, which I refuse to watch. I saw this clip popped up, it wasn't yesterday or today, whatever. I was repulsed by her and her views on things like try that in a small town. But I've been giving you some examples. What I see, there's perhaps a turning point. Some of the things that I'm seeing in the news, we're talking about Budweiser, Bud Light, Target, people who are feeling the effects of some of this
Oh, come on. I have to back up. Oh, boy. This is so dumb.
16:30. Go to the
Oh, I hate the mirrors be moved.
Bremerton
Damn.
football coach. Speaking of this trend, this wave. The coach that played on the field, he was ousted. Well, now he's back. Another sign of this, in my opinion. New football season for Bremerton High starts with the former coach reinstated for the 2023 football season. Coach Joe Kennedy won the legal battle to get back to coaching after leaving the school district 8 years ago. He was known for taking a knee on the 50-yard line at games.
Who cares?
And he was ousted for that. He lost his job. His legal team filed suit against the Bremerton School District. And after years of multiple courtrooms, the U.S. Supreme Court siding with Kennedy, ruling that his First Amendment rights, as he just heard in the Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun song, were violated by the district and the district needed to reinstate him. And the Bremerton School Board settled with Kennedy's attorneys and the fees and all of that. $1,775,000. But he's back coaching. He has no restrictions, he says. No guidance. We're still trying to figure that out, though, I guess. So maybe perhaps there will be. But what would it be? The guidance is already set up, not just for Kennedy, but for everyone, every employee of the district. But they reinstated Kennedy as an assistant football coach. Another example. Let's go to the phones for the first time tonight. Let's talk to Troy is joining us. Troy, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Pat. How you doing tonight, brother?
Thanks.
Hey, you may have misspoke, but I didn't hear the whole thing. I think the guy that was rapping on that song you were just talking about, I think that was Jelly Roll, and he's not African American.
Which one are you talking about? Which one? Your America?
I swore the one you were just playing, the rapping part, I thought was Jelly Roll. It sounded like to me, and then you had said that you thought he was an African American guy. No, I think Jelly Roll's a white guy.
If you're talking about this one, Your America.
They been starting World War III. We shipping missile systems. They don't want them able to
Is this one you're talking about? What's that?
There was another one you played, I thought.
The other gentleman is sitting in his vehicle. He was a black gentleman, and his name, at least what I could find on the video, was Lathan Warlick. Now, I don't know if that's his name or if that's the person that posted it, but it was a black gentleman, and he was,
All right, yeah.
awesome, man.
You know, it was pretty. It sounded like Jelly Roll, and then right after that, I heard you say You're probably right. I'm wrong.
I don't know. That's
Big old microphone, nice mic. They talk about this. People have this big old mic, and I'm like, wow, this guy's fun.
Equipped, but I thought he did a great job and was very, very respectful. If any way there's any miscommunication within all of that, Troy, then that's on me, but that's what I saw. I tried to double check on